Brilliance Audio presents Shark's Rise by Angel Payne and Victoria Blue, performed by Erin Mallon and Jacob Morgan.
This is medium rare, but I'd be happy to put it back on the grill if you'd like it ruined.
Elijah grinned while placing a plate in front of me. A luscious tri-tip steak held pride of placement between a baked potato and roasted Brussels sprouts. I stared at the food petulantly, then transferred the look to him.
Not even a thank you?
He raised a dark brow while looking at me with disappointment.
I'm surprised Sebastian tolerates such ill-mannered behavior.
I grimaced. For a second. He wasn't wrong. I had been terribly rude to the guy since we'd arrived at the safe house 4 days and 3 nights ago. But nothing had changed about my truth. I didn't want to be here in the first place. I didn't care how many cool bells and whistles this complex had, or how thoroughly Sebastian believed he was doing the right thing in sending me here. Because in the end, this whole stunt only felt like one thing. Banishment. An opinion I'd made abundantly clear as Elijah dragged me from Sebastian's office. And yes, intellectually, I knew their plan made sense. Understood it was for my own safety. But it didn't mean I had to like it. Didn't mean I had to be pleasant about it. And if Elijah thought we would spend this time getting to know one another better and becoming friends, he could think again. I had no plans of changing my attitude or becoming more agreeable or more cooperative anytime soon. I pushed my plate toward the center of the table. I'm not hungry. I'll be in my room. I pushed back, stood, and turned toward the large living room. Through the sprawling space, with its leather couches and inviting decor, I could access the wide hallway that led to the bedrooms. While I hadn't done much exploring, I knew the house was an open-concept ranch-style estate. The bedroom I was using was located at the end of a hallway, with at least 6 other doors along the corridor before mine on the right. The hall concluded at a set of French doors that opened to a stunning backyard with a waterfall-fed pool. Other elements I'd seen but not explored were a koi pond, a rose garden, a shuffleboard court, and a poolside villa with an awning-covered ping-pong table. A small staff bustled around the home at all hours, but gave me plenty of privacy, though one of them always seemed to emerge precisely when I needed something.
Abigail.
Elijah's commanding tone of voice stopped me in my tracks, although I didn't turn to face him.
You need to eat. Come back to the table, now.
No. I replied through gritted teeth. I said, I'm not hungry. Thank you, though. I was sure if he were standing closer to me, he would hear how my fury had my heart thudding in my chest.
Don't turn this into a battle of wills,
the man warned.
You won't win.
Slowly, I turned to face him. I tilted my head. Do you really think I see this as a game? He relaxed his stiff posture.
Frankly, I don't know what to think. It's been the better part of a week, and you haven't had more than a bowl of cereal. I gave my best friend my word that I would take care of his woman. Right now, I'm not doing a very good job.
Lifting my chin in realization, I said, Now it's making more sense. This is actually about you. I'll tell you what, Mr. Banks, I hereby release you of your duties and your misplaced heroism.
My God, you're a handful,
he said, rubbing his forehead.
I'd have spanked your ass red by now.
The last part was more to himself, but I still heard the comment. Great. Now all I could think of was Sebastian doing those exact carnal things. My lonely imagination and pussy were taking over rational thought. Now I was hungry, still not for food, so I pulled my cell phone out of my back pocket to check my messages as a distraction. My lack of messages would be a more accurate statement. I'd averaged about 5 texts back and forth with Sebastian each day since I'd arrived at the safe house, and despite his promises that he'd visit a day or 2 after Elijah moved me in here, I still hadn't seen him. My understanding and patience were wearing dangerously thin. My stomach ached from my jangled nerves as I pushed through the door to my sanctuary. Quickly, I closed and locked it behind me. The space was apparently the master bedroom suite. It was decorated as beautifully as the rest of the home, and at least provided a peaceful, calming place in which to hide out.